Seraphinite, also known as Seraphina, named after the seraphim, the highest order of angels who fly closest to the throne of God. In Greek, the word means winged celestial being. In Hebrew, it means burning ones. Isaiah chapter 6, verse 6 and 7. Above it stood seraphim. Each one had 6 wings. With 2 he covered his face, with 2 he covered his feet, with 2 he flew. This could be interpreted as the angels hiding their appearance in humility or shielding their face from the burning glory of God. When Isaiah saw God, one of the seraphim burned him with a hot coal. It wasn't to hurt Isaiah though, it was to purify and cleanse him. The seraphim demonstrate to man their need to be cleansed from sin. We'll talk about how this is relevant to Seraphinite. The 6-winged image of the seraphim is reflected in the feathered pattern on this stone. Seraphinite is a particular form of clinochlore from the chlorite group, a magnesium iron aluminum silicate, sometimes called chlorite jade, although it is not a real jade. The green hues can vary from dark forest to light olive, depending on where it's found. The mica feathers shimmer depending on the light and viewer's position. This is due to them having high chatoyancy. Chatoyancy is an optical phenomena with needle-like inclusions. Another popular example of this is tiger's eye. Paul Deasy has a lesson on chatoyancy that I'll put in the description. Russian mineralogist Nikolai Ivanovich Koskarov is credited with discovering Seraphinite near Lake Baikal in Siberia, 1851. Although, some sources imply it was discovered in Pennsylvania first, which may or may not be true because I wasn't there. Most sources and my gut say Russia though. Estimated to be 25 million years old, Lake Baikal is the oldest existing freshwater lake in the world. Many of the lake's life forms only evolved there. Seraphinite deposits have been more recently located in Turkey, Switzerland, Austria, and the US, but an even rarer type has inclusions of red jasper, dubbed red seraphinite. Seraphinite has a monoclinic structure. The substructure of seraphinite consists of 2 different layers, a talc-like layer and a brucite-like layer. The Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology has a great article regarding an experiment with natural lattice vibrations in certain cuts of seraphinite. Being a 2 on the Mohs scale of hardness, seraphinite is sensitive to heat, pressure, and chemicals. Clean it with cotton fabric and lukewarm water. For dusting specimens, I use a clean makeup brush. Be careful if you're putting seraphinite into bracelets or rings. It can be split clean through and struck. If stringing seraphinite, be sure to knot between beads or use bead caps to protect this stone from striking other beads or components. Seraphinite is the stone that started my exploration of minerals and spiritualism. I received this specimen as a gift when I was like 6 or 7 years old, prompting 15 years of experience studying, hounding, and healing. The angel wing stone aids connection with your spirit guide, enhances both physical and spiritual detoxification, releasing patterns that don't serve the soul and spirit, bringing the body in line with light energy. Seraphinite is associated with the zodiac sign Sagittarius, but it's not a birthstone. Like a lot of green rocks, this one resonates with the heart chakra. Seraphinite has another nickname, the Stone of the Divine Feminine. The energy radiating does feel feminine in nature somehow, almost motherly to me. But everyone has a unique experience with certain types of rocks. I'm sharing mine, but yours is more or less different. Everyone's taste buds react differently to certain foods, I'm not saying to eat your rocks. Don't do that. Some of them are tempting though, I'm not gonna lie. First time I held Seraphinite, my body got enveloped by this high vibrational frequency, making my spine tingle up through my chest. Not exactly a shiver with goosebumps though, it's warmer. Not relaxing, more energizing and uplifting. This stone urges me to ask myself the tough questions that I was subconsciously avoiding. It gets me hyper, making it hard to sit still. Paying attention to a specimen while holding it like this is one of the most basic ways to access its energy. Simply looking at some pieces can trigger this exchange if you allow it. Keep it clean, keep it out of the direct sun for too long, make sure it's charged. I have content about this coming up, but there's some great stuff out there already. The more in-depth way to access any stone, but especially Seraphinite, is to meditate with it. Place Seraphinite at your heart chakra. You can hold it to your chest while sitting upright, or leave it there laying down. A necklace is a good option for keeping it close to your chest, but everyone has their own preference for meditation. Go with what feels right for you. When shopping for specimens, always be wary of scammers and fake pieces. Shop carefully. Do you have any Seraphinite? Any with red jasper? Feel free to share your experience in the comments. I don't claim to be a master of anything. I'm still a student, so I'm open to hearing new opinions. Whether you're here to study the scientific side of nature or walk a more spiritual path, thanks for rocking with rocks. Wishing you peace, love, and prosperity.